The big construction that you see at 108th Street and Lincoln Road, as well as 114th Street just north of Cornhusker Road, are the newest Papio NRD projects. The two projects are part of the flood program for the West Papio Creek.
Now, our board has been very cognizant and consistent over the years of we just don't want them to be a flood control reservoir. We want them to also have a recreational component as well. So there's always trails, there's boat ramps, there's fishing. In fact, 6 and 7 will be the size where kayaking, canoeing will be a big draw.
This is a multi-interagency effort.
We always work with the Game and Parks Commission. They do a great job of creating fisheries. And so they have funds that they will cost share with us to create habitat for various fish species. And so they stock those lakes, so they create some great amenities for the larger metro area.
Partnering with Nebraska Game and Parks is huge for any NRD project.
Throughout the country, there's always a deficit of urban recreation. And so they do a great job of supporting us and to develop urban recreation. And that's boating and fishing and hiking and biking and all those types of things, wildlife viewing. All those will be associated with every reservoir that we build.
The approach to mixing flood control while creating recreation opportunities goes back almost 50 years.
We have 12 kind of core missions. Flood control is one of them, recreation is one of them. And so it was a natural blend, and I didn't come up with it. I think it's just been a long-standing type of policy of the district, either written or unwritten, of all the NRDs, that when you create amenities for the community, you're meeting all of those 12 statutory requirements that we have.
Many elements intertwined when NRD projects come together.
So recreation, soil and erosion control, flood control, they all can go hand in hand. And a reservoir is a perfect example of that. Wildlife habitat is one of those. So why not, when you create a flood control structure, why not create all those other amenities that you can with it and meet those 12 objectives?
This approach is somewhat unique to Nebraska.
There's some states you go to, there's a flood control structure and there's a fence around it. Because it's strictly for flood control, there's no public access. There's none of those other amenities, fishing or kayaking or boating or any of those things. So we thought, what a perfect opportunity to basically maximize the money that you're putting into it. And it's taxpayer money, right? And so why not maximize that? And I bet if you talk 9 out of 10 people that walk around our reservoirs, they will have no idea flood control is the number one idea for that structure. They will just say, well, it's a great recreation. It's a nice area to utilize.
One of the positives to come out of COVID-19 is use of the established NRD sites.
I think the pandemic has shown exactly why we build these things. The attendance at all of our either recreation sites, either river access sites or these, tripled, quadrupled in that time frame. Gyms were closed, other recreational opportunities were shut down. But this was a great outdoor space for people to bring their family. They could all social distance. They could do all the things they're required to do. And it just, this place was crawling with people. And so I think it just shows what a benefit this is, not only during normal times, but also during times that are not normal.
Hear more about the NRD's latest projects in a future Papillion Now episode. Thanks for watching. For Papillion Now, I'm Tori Pantalian.